What's up, guys? Coming to you live from Punta del Este, Uruguay. Here with my family, vacation. We got the ocean. I was just in there. I know I look burnt as a tomato, as red as my shirt. I get it. So I didn't bring my computer because I had to bring a small bag. So I thought I would just record something here. I tried to record something on the beach, but the wind was so insane, and it was a really great video. And then I listened. I was like, "Yep, it's ruined." But I wanted to give my unique take on what's happening astrologically right now. You know, I don't really look too much about with other. My eyes literally look blue. What the fuck? You know, my eyes change colors. By the way, I know that's not super rare, but they've been getting greener and greener. That was weird. I literally never seen it. I was like, do I have blue eyes? Must be the reflection. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, that would be crazy. But yeah, so I want to give my unique take on what's happening astrologically right now because I don't really look at what so many other people are saying, not from a place of narcissism or a place of I know better, but more so, sometimes I do, but more so I've just been kind of disconnected lately with all these Neptune transits. That's really the truth, and because of that, I don't know. I go in and out of kind of following what people are saying. But my arm just got really tired. I want to hold it with this one. I think with the shift, Pluto into Aquarius, we have to remember that Pluto, it shifts signs so rarely. So for a lot of people, not everyone, but a lot of people watching this, or it would be the first time in your life, potentially since you started studying astrology, or since you've been into spirituality or mysticism or astrology in whatever way, that Pluto's changed signs. And that's significant, right? I was born with it in Scorpio, some people in Sagittarius, some in Libra, and etc., Virgo, Leo even. And, when it shifts, for me as an astrologer, this is the first time because I wasn't doing astrology when it was in Sag, right? Only when it was in Capricorn. And it's almost like an energetic earthquake because the Pluto is like the sun sign. It's the most powerful. I made a video before about how the outer planets are kind of like the big three: Neptune, Uranus, or Pluto, Neptune, Uranus of a generation. I had that idea. I was I thought about it. I was like, damn, it really feels right. So Pluto would be whatever one's the most important. I said sun sign just because sun sign is because it's so emphasized in today's astrology. But if you follow me, I believe the moon. It's not a contest, right? It's yin and yang. So if Pluto is the sun sign, Neptune's the moon sign, which makes way more sense, then the whole shift, it's like an earthquake. It's almost like the Plutonian process of the world and the collective shedding their skin like a snake. And I was talking to not a snake expert, but someone who knew a lot about snakes, and they were telling me about two different people actually. It's kind of crazy. This kept coming up about how painful it is for snakes when they shed the skin. I was like, damn, I should add that to this whole metaphor, right? Of that process. And that's really what it is for us right now, right? Oh, my arm. So, we're going through this, and a lot of people are having things in the micro and in their kind of immediate world that are just not easy at all. It's very difficult transitions. Things that you have, a big theme has been the stories you tell yourself. For example, I have to live in this place. This is the love of my life. I have to be with them. This is the only career I'll do. I know these are big things, right? Even just sometimes we think we know what we need, and sometimes God and our guides, there's a different plan for us, or Pluto, Saturn, and sometimes that feels like torture, right? And we don't really get the clues. But mutable energy, right? It's about being able to go with the flow. And I think as we're shifting from this paradigm, if you want to use that word, this kind of energetic backdrop of Pluto and very solid Capricorn, I think we're to Aquarius, which it's air signs. Aquarius, it's a crazy sign. It's a very, very interesting sign, but it's very the Uranian ruled. It's all over the place, right? If you look at it as a Saturn rule, it's very solid, but Capricorn's always solid. So maybe like the one of the low vibes of like Capricorn Pluto was like this kind of boringness and some would say like patriarchal society, or just like very, very like, you know, obsessed with success, financial, material success, society and conditioning, all that. And Aquarius, you know, but like there's a lot of shout outs to Aquarius. I would know. I've dated a million, or like I've had like that's the sign that my Venus and my Mars, and I always have like love affairs, or like sometimes they don't even start with Aquarius. So I know how they are, you know, and I have a lot in my chart. So like there's a lot of shadow to that sign, right? And like every sign, I'm not shitting on it, I'm just saying. And I've thought, you know, with Neptune moving to Aries shortly as well, and Saturn also, and, you know, Uranus going to move into Gemini, like we're moving from Taurus and Capricorn, right? Follow me here, guys. So these are like two very solid, reliable, consistent signs. And that's they can be kind of boring too. I'm not saying that people who have those are boring. We're talking just about the sign. No aspects, no nothing, just only that. It can be so fun. You know, I have friends of all signs that are fun and boring. Doesn't matter. I have people I know who are all Aries, and they're boring people. Even Sag, it's kind of harder, but yeah. So from these very reliable signs, we're going to very, very crazy ones. And it's like, you know, Gemini is nuts. You guys, Gemini, come on. There's one thing to say about Gemini is, and Gemini is, you know, crazy. Like when they can ground their energy, amazing. But like, you know, just the energy by itself is very, with Aquarius, those two teaming up, are you kidding me? Poof. So going from Taurus and Capricorn, like imagine two people who are Taurus and a Capricorn, and that represents the energetic backdrop that rules everything, the painting of time. And then we're moving into a period where there's where instead of, and then you add Pisces to that with Neptune, which it's, you know, and it's in its dignity and the sign it's like it likes to be in, but still, Neptune in Aries is a new sign. It's the first sign. We're starting a new spiritual cycle as a collective. Neptune, the planet of spirituality, right? Mysticism, etc. So that is restarting, and then at the same time, you have all the other outer planets moving, and then Saturn, the planet of karma, restarting a cycle too. And then you have all the other, you know, you have this new Pluto in Aquarius and this new Uranus in Gemini. Like, that's crazy. And what's the shadow of that? Absolute chaos. The ground underneath us that's been so solid for so long starts to become just very, very rocky, very like a up and down, you know, like a, just tough, you know, like a roller coaster. That's the shadow of it. So I think what we're starting to feel is like this adjustment. I could be wrong, but this adjustment to that. And what comes when there's more mutable energy? Yes, Uranus isn't quite there yet, and I know it's not, Aries is cardinal, and I know that Aquarius is fixed, right? But at least in the sense of, it's a more active masculine energy. We're going from earth, water, which are all feminine, right? To, you know, fire, Aries, air, all masculine. So shit gonna be crazy. It's gonna be nuts. It's chaotic, right? Any big shifts, like we romanticize it. Oh, I can't wait till Pluto escapes Capricorn. Well, guess what? It's also kind of some bad stuff that could come. I don't like to use good or bad, but like it might not be just so solid. And the things that you took for granted, like there's some beautiful things about Pluto and Capricorn. Let's not get that twisted. You know, like there's a lot of things that we have been so unconscious about that are just going to stop making sense, especially when it relates to money. I know that's not like that came out of left field for a lot of people, probably, for me to mention that, but how we make money, how we relate to it, how, you know, the role it plays, like how it works in society, like this shift is insane, you know? It's going to be insane. I don't really think it's started yet. And I'm not acting like I know what it is. I just know that that's going to be a huge part of it. And I'm not just speaking from the perspective of the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, collectivism, and Aquarius being a very collectivist sign, and tribes and all that. I'm saying I don't know, right? Information, ideal, you know, your ideas, right? Like how, like what you stand for. And then there's the shadow of information and your ideas and being gaslit. You know, that is a shadow of air energy. What's the shadow of a Gemini and Aquarius? It's a gaslighting. It's using mental facilities to, you know, for a very horrible end. Now, yes, you could say Uranus and Gemini, there's going to be a lot more change because Uranus likes to be in a sign like Gemini rather than a slow and stable sign of Uranus and Taurus. But here it comes. But what if Uranus and Taurus has been holding back the shitstorm that's been with Pluto and Capricorn, kind of still being able to kind of work, but this thing that we're all feeling, that everyone's feeling, that maybe we gotta, I don't even want to say like we gotta, I don't know why I thought about that, because I'm not gonna say names. Message me, was in my unconscious about the guy who shot the guy Luigi who shot the guy. I just get like a feeling that that's like a psyop. I don't know. Call me a conspiracy theorist. I'm not saying it's fake. I'm just saying like the fact that it's like so all over the place. I'm not saying, I don't know. I get a feeling like, just, I guess I get that with regardless. I don't know. Whatever. That's not the point. But like, that kind of energy. This is what I'm talking about more, right? That kind of energy of like, you know, just do the thing. I'm not saying like shoot CEOs. I'm just saying like that rage that's been held in so long. Perhaps the energy, the earth energy, the stable energy, right? It's also very repressive, but perhaps that's prevented chaos. So we'll see what happens. But like, I just really don't want people to think that just because it's like the energy of like what you could say is more fun signs, like it is. Gemini is a lot more fun, you know, of a sign with Uranus, you know. And yeah, like, and then of course Pluto and Aquarius, and then Aries obviously more fun than Pisces, and you know, they're all more fun. But you know, what's the another downside of more fun, quote unquote? Just more chaotic. It's like the friend that goes out and says, "Oh yeah, I'll worry about it later." I know that sounds very Pisces, but like, yeah, whatever. Put it on the tab. Oh shit, I owe $6 million, and I only have 500,000. You know, I don't know. I just get the sense that there's a lot of romanticism, but I get the sense also that I'm not saying prepare for chaos. I don't know, right? No one knows. Anyone who pretends like they know is full of shit. You know, maybe there's a few people that have a very good idea. I can feel it usually, but like sometimes like things come at their own speed, right? Like downloads about energy come and go, and you might get like a little part at some point and then another different part. So what I'm getting at now is like, I'm tapped in right now. I was in the water for so long. I went on a run. You know, I got a bunch of sun. I listen to great music. It's like I'm feeling like as good as I could possibly feel on like a physical level. You know, I know I look like a tomato, but I feel good. I love being high. Like this is literally like my dream air place. My dad like rented it, and it's like this is like literally like my dream. I'm not gonna show you guys. We have it for only a few nights, right? But like it's like so beautiful, and I just love being this high up. Like my brain works the best on my mental health. If I had this view always, is just like insane, right? But like even with that, I'm still like there's still something in my life I'm not going to talk about. It's not a person. It's not something that you guys, no one will be able to guess it. That is so just like it's almost like there's no way out, and it's just like it's not healthy. It's nothing like horrible. I will get through it, right? We'll all get through these things. But we eat like my point is like. I feel like if you looked at me on the surface, I'm just using myself as an example, you might think like, oh, he's having a great time. If you like follow me on Instagram, you're like, oh, he's with his family. They're in Punta del Este, Uruguay. Such a nice place. Oh my God, you know, his family looks really nice, and you know, which is all true. It's all very true. All of it's true. But then at the same time, I have this thing. It's not even a secret. I'm like it's just I'm not here to talk about my personal shit. I have this thing that's like needs to be solved, and if it can't be solved, it's not the end of the world, but it's gonna really shake things up in my life. When I say really, I mean like really, really. Not really, 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 really would be like having some horrible health thing, which I pray to God I don't, and anyone watching this, anyone in general, I know I can't wait for everyone, but yeah. The point is like you might look at me, I know I say this a lot, but like you might look at me and think like, oh, like things are all good. I've been so good on a physical level lately, right? Like eating, sleeping actually last month has been really rough, but I've had a few good ones. Last night not good, but 2 before that were good. But the point is like eating, sleeping, working out, getting sun, Like, I've been on fire in December, but there's other areas like where it's just been really, really bad. And guys, it's not ego stuff like girls. I know girls isn't ego, or like love, is a better way of putting it. Sorry for saying girls. I meant women, female. I don't know. Girls, women, ladies. Love life would be a better way of putting it, right? It's not that. It's not something, and that's not egoic. I know that that's about the heart chakra, but to me, it's like there's other things that, like, there's a hierarchy of needs, right? And that's not something that like I'm talking about. But this is the point, right? Everyone seems like a lot of people I talk to seem to have some like little thing. I'm about to finish up. I'm going over how long I wanted to go for, but maybe I'll do 18 minutes, my birthday number. Like, everyone seems to have something in their life that's piling up, and like this whole energetic change, it's not easy. And sometimes you just have to have like more more flexibility when it comes to those things, those questions I asked before, right? So I don't know, what is it for you? You can comment below, but I know it's very personal, so maybe not. But maybe comment below how you experience. This is what I do with my Instagram videos. I know a lot of people are probably here from Instagram, although my last video got like such few views, but I like barely promoted it. But let me know like how you're feeling, and also let me know if you like these style of videos. Like, I think it's kind of cool. I've always done them like this, but they never get promoted. I know it's not edited. I know I'm not using my best mic, but like, I literally can't plug it into an iPhone that's made for the Android, which I had. But yeah, guys, like, sometimes life pushes us into like major changes, and it's like, for me, it's like, as long as I have my cats, as long as I have, like, that's the most important thing. It's the cats, and like my family and my loved ones are people I love, are healthy, at the end of the day, like, as long as like that's all good, I can kind of just figure it out. Like, it can be very, very, very sour pill to swallow sometimes, certain things, and but like sometimes like something that we think is going to be like really bad that we don't want to do, we have so much resistance. Like, see where God is pushing you, like, do your best and see what direction the universe, God, whatever you think it is, I'm not going to put words in your mouth, wherever that's pushing you, see where it is and see what it's trying to tell you. Try to get more introspective about it and see it from a different perspective, which I think requires working out, going just whatever. It doesn't, not going to the ocean, it does help me a lot, but just know that everything's gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay as long as you don't give up. And I'm gonna end it right there. Let me know, please, in the comments what you think. What you like this kind of thing, this kind of vlog. I feel like I was getting a little bit redundant, not redundant, but like I was losing a little bit of inspiration for like video ideas. I'll get back to that. I literally just don't have my computer this week. Like, I would record something on my computer, but it probably would have been something like this. I don't know. Anyways, let me know, guys. Much love. And what else? Yeah, anyone who wants to get a reading, I have openings right now between like the 27th and New Year's, and then after that, I literally have like nothing on there right now. Everyone's been so introverted. So let me know on IG or email. Ciao.